You probably already know more English than you think. You know a lot of words. You know some grammar rules. Maybe you studied tenses in school, did exercises, passed exams. But when it's time to speak or write a simple sentence, your brain freezes. You think, is it I goes or I go? Where do I put yesterday? Why do natives talk so fast? And I'm still building one line in my head. It feels like English is a big, confusing puzzle that everyone else solved except you. That here's the good news. Building clear, natural English sentences is not about remembering 100 grammar rules. It's about understanding a few simple patterns and practicing them again and again. In this video, I'll show you a simple formula that almost every English sentence follows. How to build a sentence step by step, like stacking Lego blocks. The most common word order mistakes learners make, and how to fix them. Easy daily practice so sentence building starts to feel natural, not scary. No complicated grammar names. No long theory. Just practical English you can use today. Let's start with the basic structure that native speakers follow without even thinking. Step 1. Learn the core formula. Who plus do plus what plus extra. Most clear English sentences follow this pattern. Who plus do plus what plus extra. You can also call it subject plus verb plus object plus details. Let's break this down. Point 1. Who. Subject. This is the person or thing doing the action. My brother the dog, our teacher too. Do. Verb. This is the action or state. Eat sleep work levi / are like / want / need 3. What. Object. This is what the action is done to. Rice English book me homework. Not every sentence needs an object, but many do. Point 4. Extra. Details. This is your bonus information. When? Yesterday. Every day. At 7 a.m. Where? At home. In London. At the office. How? Quickly. Carefully. Slowly. Why? Because I'm tired. To learn English. Now look at some sentences. I. Who. Drink. Do. Coffee. What? Every morning. Extra. She. Who studies. Do. English. What? At night. Extra. My father. Who. Works. Do. In a bank. Extra. Place. See the pattern? Who do what extra. If you remember only this formula, sentence building already becomes much easier. Most learners try to think of many things at once. Tense, grammar, vocabulary. Instead, think in layers. First choose who. Then add the do in the right tense. Then add the what if needed. Then add any extra information. We'll use this formula in the next steps. Step 2. Build sentences like Lego blocks. Try to build a long, perfect sentence in your head in one go. Start with a tiny block, then add more pieces. Let's take an example. Target idea. I'm learning English to get a better job. Block 1. Who plus do. Start simple. I'm learning. Who equals do equals am learning. Block 2. Add w. What are you learning? I'm learning English. Now it already makes sense. Block 3. Add extra. Why? Why are you learning? I'm learning English to get a better job. Done. Same idea with another sentence. Target idea. My sister lives in Canada with her husband. Start small. Who plus do. Me sister lives. Add extra. Where? My sister lives in Canada. Add more extra. With who? My sister lives in Canada with her husband. When you speak or write, use this method. Say a basic sentence first. Then add more information one piece at a time. You don't need long, complex sentences to sound good. You need clear sentences. Step 3. Master the 3 essential sentence types to really build English sentences. You must be comfortable with statements, normal sentences, questions, negatives. Saying not. We'll keep the who plus do plus what idea for all 3.3.1 statements. Positive. We already saw this. I drink coffee every morning. She plays football at school. They live in Dubai. Formula. Subject plus verb plus object plus extra 3.2 negatives. To make a negative sentence in the present simple, we usually use don't/doesn't. I don't like spicy food. He doesn't play video games. They don't eat meat. Pattern. Subject plus don't/doesn't plus base verb plus object/extra. Examples with our formula. I don't drink coffee at night. She doesn't watch TV on weekdays. In continuous or with be. Put not after be. I am not working today. She is not happy. They are not at home. Point 3.3 Questions for questions. English often moves an auxiliary verb, do/does/be/have, to the front. Present simple questions. Do you like coffee? Does he live here? Pattern. Do slash does plus subject plus base verb plus object slash extra. B questions. Are you tired? Is she at work? Pattern. Am slash is slash are plus subject plus extra. WH questions. What? Where? Why? When? How? Where do you live? Why are you sad? When does the class start? Pattern. WH word plus do slash does slash am slash is slash are plus subject plus main part. Don't try to remember 50 patterns. Practice these 3 until they feel normal. Positive. I work here. Negative. I don't work here. Question. Do you work here? Change the words. Keep the structure so far you've learned. The core formula. Who plus do plus what plus extr out to build sentences and layers. How to make positive, negative, and question sentences in the second half. We'll go into the most common word order mistakes English learners make, simple tricks to fix them, and an easy daily practice plan to make sentence building automatic. Great sentences aren't built by knowing every rule, but they're built by avoiding a few big mistakes and repeating the right patterns. Let's fix the ones that cause the most confusion. Step 4. Fix the most common word order mistakes. 4.1 Where do time words go? Learners often say things like, crossmark I yesterday went to the market. Crossmark she tomorrow will call you. We understand you. But it doesn't sound natural. In normal English, the basic order is subject plus verb plus object plus time. White heavy check mark I went to the market yesterday. White heavy check mark she will call you tomorrow. You can also add place before time. Subject plus verb plus object plus place plus time. White heavy check mark will meet at the cafe tonight. White heavy check mark he plays football at school every Friday. So when you're not sure, put the time at the end. It works in 95% of everyday sentences. Point 4.2 Where do always slash often slash never go? Another very common problem. Crossmark I go always to the gym. Crossmark she late. Is always. Rule. With normal verbs, the adverb goes before the verb with be. Am slash is slash are. The adverb goes after be. White heavy check mark I always go to the gym. White heavy check mark they usually eat at home. White heavy check mark she is always late. White heavy check mark we are often busy on Mondays. Think. Do verbs, adverb before verbs, adverb after. 4.3 Adjectives before nouns. Many languages say car red or house big. That in English, adjectives almost always come before the noun. White heavy check mark a red car, not car red. White heavy check mark a big house, not house big. White heavy check mark a difficult exam. White heavy check mark an interesting book. If you keep saying it the other way, try this small trick. Think the noun first in your language, then put the describing word before it in English. Book plus interesting. Interesting book. Job plus new. New job. 4.4 Double subjects. Another classic mistake. Crossmark my mother she is a teacher. Crossmark this movie it is very good. You only need one subject. White heavy check mark my mother is a teacher. White heavy check mark this movie is very good. So when you see 2 subjects in a row, my mother plus she. Delete 1.4.5 Question word order. Questions often show whether someone sounds fluent or not. Common errors. Crossmark why you are late. Crossmark where he go yesterday. Correct patterns. With B: white heavy check mark why are you late? White heavy check mark where is he? With other verbs in the past or present. White heavy check mark where did he go yesterday? White heavy check mark when do you start work? Remember the order. WH word, if any. Plus do slash does slash did slash am slash is slash are plus subject plus main verb. If you feel stuck, whisper the pattern first. Where did he go? Why are you late? Then fill in the details. Step 5. Make sentence building an everyday habit. Knowing this in your head is one thing. Being able to use it when you speak is another. Here are some micro practices you can do daily. Point 5.11 Idea. 3 sentences. Take one simple idea and make a positive sentencia, negative sentencia. Question example idea. Live in London. White heavy check mark I live in London. White heavy check mark I don't live in London. White heavy check mark do you live in London? Do this with different verbs, like coffee, study English, work from home. You're training your brain to switch between forms quickly. Point 5.2 The who plus do plus what journal every day. Write 5 small sentences using the formula. Who plus do plus what plus extra. For example, I drank coffee this morning. My sister studies English online. We watched a movie last night. They go to the gym after work. Our teacher gave us homework yesterday. Don't try to be perfect if you're not sure. Write it, then check a dictionary /AI/teacher. Over weeks, this becomes automatic. Point 5.3 Steal sentences from what you read/watch. When you see or hear a sentence you like, pause, write it down. Underline who, do, what, extra. Example, from a series, I'll call you back later. Who, IDO, will call what? You extra. Back later, then change it. I'll message you later. You'll call him back tomorrow. You're not just memorizing vocabulary, you're memorizing patterns. Point 5.4 Talk to yourself, quietly. In patterns, when you're doing normal things, describe them in your head. I'm washing the dishes now. I'm waiting for the bus. He is talking loudly. We are eating dinner. You don't need perfect grammar. You just need your brain to get used to building who plus do plus what plus extra again and again. Final thoughts. You don't need to sound like a native professor. You just need to be able to say who is doing what in a clear order without freezing. If you focus on the simple formula who plus do plus what plus extra, the 3 sentence forms, positive/negative/question, and a few word order rules, time at the end, adverbs, position, questions, your English sentences will already be better than most learners. Don't wait for the day you feel ready. Start today with 5 tiny sentences. Tomorrow, make 5 more. Every clear sentence you build is another brick in the house of your English. A year from now, you won't remember every grammar explanation, but you will feel something different. You think in English sentences without fear.